Can you guys hear me right now? Yo, what up, Chris? Chris, type in the chat box right now if you can hear me. No sound? Can you guys hear me? Damn, no sound. Yo, Chris. Okay, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Perfect. Yes, awesome. Guys, if you can, let me know what city and state you're located in right now. What up, Brandon? Jay, I see you. What up? Bernice, what up? I see you all. Sasha from Houston, Texas. This is awesome. I see you guys. Okay. Jay is in Detroit, Michigan. We starting up in about 7 more minutes, y'all. Okay. Bree, I see you. Columbus, Ohio. Awesome. Chilling with the Chi. Oh, that's my man. What up, bro? That's my man from IG, man. Can you, how do I look? Do I look dark on the video? Do I look clear? Can you guys see me pretty good? Tia, I see you. What's up? Yo, okay, perfect. It's hella dark. Hey, Jay told me it's dark, man. We need to cut that light on over there. Yeah, try that light, any light, because it's dark. And I want to make sure they can see me. Clear. Chris said I'm clear. All right, it's 2 of them. Yeah, you can cut that on too. There you go. Then you can cut that on too. It doesn't work. Just plug it in the top one. Yeah. It's in the top one. Put it in the other one. Shade the window. Chris said we might need to shade the window. Come a little close. Yeah, that's why he said shade the window. Take that back. You can see it on. You can see the reflection. All right. Man, it's a lot of people on right now. And they're still getting on. I'm going to give everyone about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. If you're just getting on right now, let me know the city and state and give me your name. Perfect. Yeah, it's live. It's not. Hey, Bree says, glad it's live. It's not one of those bull crap pre-recorded webinars. We're about to get real nitty and gritty. I got TTS Properties. Hello from NYC. What's up? I see you. What's your name? Give me your name. John from Seattle. I see you, dog. What's up? We got 30 people. Brandon from New Jersey. Rashad, what up? From Knoxville. What up, Rashad? Oh, Rashad on. This is awesome. Man. All right, guys. So listen. Right now, if you are on Facebook, if you're watching TV, if you have your phone ringer on, put it on silent. Make sure you get into a very quiet place right now because I'm about to start this webinar. Giving you this webinar from the comfort of my home. David from PA. What's up, David? All right, guys. We have hit that time. It is 7 p.m. Central Eastern on this side. I'm excited to have you guys on. I have an overwhelming amount of people on here right now. Wow. I'm astonished, and I appreciate you guys for taking the time to go ahead and logging on and registering for this webinar. Now, the time has come to begin. Wholesale revolution. How to flip houses on autopilot. Let's dive in, guys. Now, I want you to remember and know that true freedom is created in real estate, guys. Remember that. True freedom is created in real estate. Some of the things that we're going to be talking about on this webinar, is wholesale real estate is the easiest way to create huge profits if you want to create freedom in your life. You have to understand that wholesale real estate can create phenomenal freedom in your life. We're going to talk about how to flip houses on autopilot and become a money printing machine. That's very, very important. We're going to become an ultimate wholesale real estate investor, not just a regular wholesaler. We're going to talk about my secret unfair advantage that helps me find extremely discounted houses in hot leads. Okay, this is very, very key. I hope you guys have a pad, a pencil, or a pen so you can take notes on this. You can travel, pay for those things you always wanted, or most importantly, take care of your family. It's going to be deeper than just making money, guys. And I want you to understand that. Now, when you know you can wholesale real estate, you will always have income. Okay? Always in real estate, the lowest entry level way to get started. As soon as you get started, you will always have income with wholesale real estate. And we're going to talk about how you can do this while maintaining a full-time or part-time job. I get that a lot. Yo, Rico, if I have a full-time job, can I still do this? Yes, you can. You can do this. All right. All right. Now, so today's agenda is real estate profits. Real estate profits. How to find underpriced houses that you can flip for massive profits, even if you never looked at a house before. Okay. We're going to talk about how to find buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money. That's very, very key. Then I'm going to show you how to sell these properties fast and get that money. We're going to dive right into that information. And then we're going to talk about why the time is right now to get into this hot market. I'm telling you, this is the most important time in history to get involved with real estate. And then I'm going to do a live Q&A. You know, this is something that you don't see in these pre-recorded webinars that they keep creating in this internet space. We're going to do a real Q&A because I know a lot of you guys are going to have a lot of questions out there. So write your questions down. And when we get to the Q&A section, go ahead and hit me with them and I'm going to give you some good answers. All right. All right. Now, I want to kind of give you some pinpoints on why you should listen to me. I'm not trying to, be an egotistical person or come off as an arrogant individual, but I just want to detail you to some specifics about myself and why you should listen on this webinar right now. Okay. Myself, I'm actually a full-time wholesale real estate investor with over 150 active students in the United States. Not just here locally in Memphis, Tennessee, but I have students all across the United States from California back up to New York City. Okay. From Arizona, Florida. We have students in Louisiana, North Carolina. We got students in Seattle, Wyoming, New Jersey. They're everywhere. Okay. So I have been blessed tremendously to take this information and help people across the United States. I've sold over $100 million in property value since 2013. Okay. $100 million in property value since 2013. So that means that I've wholesaled in property value since being in the business over $100 million in property transactions. Okay. You can research that. That's documented. That's something that I'm not just coming up and just saying to you. That's a fact. All right. I've actually sold over 450 residential and commercial properties within my 8 years of being in the business. Okay. That's a fact, guys. So I've been there. I put in a lot of sacrifice and hard work to get to this point in my career now. And I am an annual 6-figure earner. I don't like to just blow that out and mention that, a lot, but I'm going to do it for this webinar. And guys, that's a fact. I make that annually from wholesaling real estate. Okay. And I can show you guys how to do that. And also from my success, I've been featured on ABC News. I've been blessed, since starting my coaching program highlighting the success of my students on live TV. And that's been a blessing. So guys, I think that's, me pinpointing that and having success in that is a reason why you should listen to me tonight on this webinar. Okay. All right. Now, yes, this sounds crazy, but it's not. Okay. I know this almost sounds impossible. I understand that. When you talk about being a middleman and getting into real estate without a license and flipping a property, I know it seems impossible. I understand that thought frame. It happened to me in the beginning. I know you probably heard this before. You keep hearing it all the time. Wholesaling, wholesaler, wholesale real estate investing. You keep hearing that. That's something that I know that you heard before, but I can prove it to you. All right. I'm not just going to sit up here and create some hocus pocus information, some watered down, bottled up information and give it to you guys. I'm going to give you something that's real and I can prove it to you. And here's a reason why I can prove it to you guys that's on this webinar tonight. The reason why I can prove it to you guys is because I have changed the lives of people all across the United States that I've mentioned earlier. I have real testimonials that I take high pride in. You have those late night infomercials where people are on there trying to sell you something and they have those paid testimonials. I'm eradicating that bull crap. I need to see real testimonials. I'm taking the everyday working individual that has a full-time job. They don't even know anything about real estate. And I'm transforming their lives on top of giving them self-development skills so they can transform their lives for the better. I have real testimonials, guys. Okay. I have helped hundreds and hundreds of people all across the United States. That's documented. And I have pictures to prove that. That's a fact. And actually, I want to be able to read some of the testimonials that I've had from my successful students. And I'm going to read one from Demario Harris that you guys see here. It says, shout out to my partner, Rico Smith. Closed my second wholesale real estate deal with him today. If you are wanting to get in the game, reach out to him. He has a great program that not only teaches you about wholesale real estate, but the self-development tools you need to face the many obstacles you will encounter on a day-to-day basis. And man, that's a powerful testimonial that's coming from my partner, Demario. When Demario came to me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. He was a shy individual. He didn't have the self-confidence to step out of a shy shell, so to speak. He didn't have the confidence to become, the person he dreamed of becoming. And so I told him, hey, man, before I teach you real estate, I'm going to put some self-development skills in front of yourself that will allow your mindset to increase its confidence. And that's what we did. Fast forward to now, I had a month where I made $30,000 with Demario. I've had months where Demario would call me with self-confidence and enthusiasm on, hey, Rico, I'm excited, man, and I appreciate you for accelerating me and getting my deals in wholesale real estate, man. And thank you, Demario. I appreciate that. Now, guys, I got a very, very important bonus for you all if you stay at the end of this webinar, okay? And what I want to do is I want to give you my ultimate 15-point home inspection checklist that I use in my business when I go inspect a property, okay? Now, this checklist is very valuable because it has taken me 8 years of experience to utilize and create this inspection list. Okay, this is very important right now. This inspection list is almost foolproof. You can be able to inspect the property and give your end buyer a detailed description of what that property will need in renovation costs. All right, and normally, I would say in value, this checklist alone is worth over $300. But I'm going to give it to you for free if you stay to the end of this webinar. All right. All right. Cool beans. Like I said, this is not one of those pre-recorded bullcrap webinars that's not real. This is a real webinar where we can interact with each other, guys. All right. All right. Now, I want to give you my story in 2 minutes, if I can, in a nutshell, so you can have a better understanding of who I am. All right. Now, I've been in wholesale real estate for a long time. But before that, growing up and being raised by my two grandmothers. To be honest, I'm gonna be transparent about my background. My mom was in the streets and my father has done time in the penitentiary. And I was blessed to be raised by my two grandmothers. Okay. And that was a very, very powerful transition in my life. Now, I love my grandmother so much, but during that time, I overdosed in self-development because even though I was living with my two grandmothers and, they were putting me through school, I had to witness my mom and dad suffer financially. Does that make sense? Even though I was living a good lifestyle, I still had to witness them suffer. And so I overdosed on personal development from the age of being 15 and 16 years old, reading Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, overdosing on Les Brown, Bob Proctor, immersing myself in the self-development realm where most students my age wasn't doing that. And so during that period, my family would motivate me to go to school, go to college. Hey, I know you got these big dreams of becoming rich and helping your mom and dad, but we want you to go to school because we believe if you go to college, you're going to have a good job. And I just, I'm reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And I'm like, yo, I gotta get rich. I don't want to go to school for 4 years and waste my time, but during that period to make my grandmothers happy, they won me, guys. And I ended up going to college. And during that period, it just sucked. I had to sit in these classes, listen to these theoretical concepts from these professors, all in knowing that I was doing all of this work to go get a job. And I was just sick of it. I said, you know what? I'm going to pursue my passions. I'm going to pursue real estate, which is the avenue of wholesale real estate. And I'm going to drop out of college. And that's what I did. I dropped out of college. My grandmother was very, frustrated at me. And I went to my grandfather, God rest his soul. I went to my grandfather and my grandfather, he took me in. I said, Granddad, I need a place to stay. I'm not in school. And as you can see with this picture here, I live with my grandfather in South Memphis, in one of the lower income areas in Memphis, Tennessee. And during that period, it was a very humbling experience for me. I struggled in wholesale real estate during that time of living with my grandfather for 3 years. I didn't get any success. So while I'm living with my grandfather, I'm spending thousands of dollars on these overpriced seminars. I'm taking my college refund and I'm spending money on it. I'm getting, dead end jobs, being a busboy, a valet parker. I'm taking all of that money and I'm paying for these real estate coaching programs because I believe that these programs could help me, but they didn't. And they conned me. They didn't provide me true accountability that I was looking for, and I got tired of that. There were times when I told my grandfather in his face, I said, you know what? I'm going to do something with myself, Granddad, and I'm going to move out of your house and I'm going to get my own place very soon. My grandfather was concerned about, my success and my well-being, and he wanted me to reach it. And I wanted to show him that I could be something, but I kept failing. I did not reach any success. It took me 3 years. So you gotta imagine that periods where I'm putting out bandit signs and, it's getting late and I'm hoping that sellers could give me a call back with a good deal, but that didn't happen. Spending all night writing handwritten letters at my desk, sending them out to motivated sellers, hoping that I could get a deal, but I didn't. Hoping that a mentor could provide me true accountability, but I didn't. And it was nice when I went out there and I told my grandfather, hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing real good in wholesale real estate, but I really wasn't. And there were times when I would sleep in the backseat of my car. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this. I would sleep in the backseat of my car because my pride was too high to let people know that I was really struggling, guys. And that was a very humbling experience to me. Now, within that period, I struggled, I fought, and I continued to seek out mentors. Then I discovered the magical system in my triumph, in my period of despair. I discovered the magical system, and that magical system was a phenomenal change for me. And I'm going to talk about that in this webinar. I'm going to tell you what changed me a little bit later. But flash forward 6 years later, everything in my life has changed. It has changed. And when it changed, I was driving before it changed, I was driving a 2005 Kia Optima. For those that's on this webinar right now, you guys remember when I was in that Kia Optima. From that Kia Optima, I transformed myself into a 645 BMW at 23 years old. from the success that I had achieved in wholesale real estate. And flash forward 6 years later, I started a coaching program that has helped everyone that has came through it. As you can see here in the picture, I started with 3 students and has transformed to over 150 active students. And I created a real brand, MadPaper, that has inspired thousands of people across the United States. It's incredible, guys. Now, once again, this sounds crazy, but it's not. As you can see here in this picture, Denarius Caesar, he is my student. He has been with me for over 2 months, just 2 months. And I mean, this guy is a monster. He is a beast. He is 27 years old. He has 4 kids and he is married. The guy drives trucks for FedEx full time, guys. I mean, he has crazy hours. He works, 12 hours a day, 6 days out of the week. Think about that. He has closed 2 deals in his first 2 months in being with me. And I remember, when he came into my program, he looked at me in my eyes and he was like, you know what? I'm hungry, man. He was like, I'm sick and tired of my position right now. And I want to take your program because I've been researching you and I've been looking for real coaches. And he said, when I looked at you online, you looked very serious. And I want to take your information and take heed to it and make a change. And since he's been with me, guys, he has generated over $10,000 since working with me with the 2 deals. And he knew nothing about real estate beforehand. All right. So this is a powerful thing. Now, this is why you must commit to discovering how to wholesale effectively. All right. Do you want to wake up to that nosy alarm clock going to a job that you hate? Think about that right now. I want you to seriously think about that. This is a real webinar. This is not a recorded webinar. This is a real webinar, a heart-to-heart I'm having with you. Think about that. Or if you love your job, just imagine what an extra 5 or 10K a month could do for you in your position right now. Think about that. Are you tired of being around broke, miserable people that you do not want to be around? What's the alternative if you do not have to figure out how to do this? What's the alternative? Think about it. This is the best time to get into real estate right now. The market is hot. And once again, don't just take it from me. Look at all the major publications that's putting out these articles about real estate, from Forbes to Wall Street, the New York Times to Bloomberg. Don't just take my word for it. Check it out on your own and see why wholesale real estate is an important thing and an important avenue to jump into. The market is hot. Look at it. Now, this is getting serious. I'm gonna clear some room for myself because what I'm about to reveal right now is important. How to flip your first property for a profit in the next 90 days without a real estate license. And guys, I'm seeing a ton of comments over here right now, and I'm gonna have a live Q&A in the end. So if you can hold your questions to the end, I promise you I will be an intentional and an aggressive person and reach out to you. Okay. Now, how to flip your first property for a profit in the next 90 days without a real estate license. And I know you heard it before. My auntie told me in the beginning when I started, I said, Auntie, I'm getting into real estate. I'm finna flip me some houses. She said, boy, you better have your license. I know you got to have a license to do real estate now. You better make sure you get your certification. And I appreciate my auntie for saying that, but she didn't know any better. She didn't know that I did not have to have a license to participate in wholesale real estate. That's one of the biggest misconceptions that you're going to hear. All right. All right. Now, the 3-step wholesale real estate process. We're going to talk about the 3-step wholesale real estate process. What I'm going to talk about is finding underpriced houses. We're going to talk about finding buyers. And we're going to talk about locking properties under contract and closing the deal. That's what I'm going to reveal to you right now. Now, guys, if you want me to reveal this to you, I need to see some engagement. Press 1 in the chat box right now if you want me to continue this information. Let me see you press 1 in the chat box, and I'm going to continue. Okay. We got a lot of ones popping up right now. A lot of ones. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I see you guys out there with the ones. Just let me know you with me. Okay. All right. Now, how to find underpriced houses. What is an underpriced house? An underpriced house is an off-market property that can also be called a property that the owner is thinking about selling, but has not actively begun to pursue the sale. All right. Now, the definition may be wide, but regardless, all off-market properties are good to find. They mean less competition for the sale, quicker sales, and better deals. All right. Do you guys understand that? That's what an underpriced house is. An off-market property that will be sold by a motivated seller. Okay. That's the definition of it. What are the examples of off-market properties? Now, some of the examples of off-market properties are absentee owners. We all understand what absentee owners are, right? An absentee owner is an individual that owns a property but doesn't necessarily live in that property, okay? That owner may live in California, New York City, but his property is in Memphis, Tennessee, and it may be a rental property. That's the definition of an absentee owner. Or foreclosures, for sale by owners. We have tax sales, code violations, and divorces, and also inherited properties, okay? All right. Now, how do we find these owners? I'm about to give you a secret that most of these so-called real estate gurus do not give, because it's common sense. It's easy to do. You know, it's so easy to do that a 12-year-old can do it, but they don't reveal it. They want to sell these $10,000 to $15,000 kits out here and bust you in the head. All right. But if you have a pen and pencil and paper, I want you to write this down. If you've ever drove in a neighborhood, you saw a vacant house, but you did not know how to contact that owner, you're going to utilize a service that I have used for years, and it's a phenomenal service. It's called Intellius.com. Intellius.com. Write that down. I feel like my lips is getting chapped on it. Hey, babe, give me some lip chap. We can't have no dry lips on this webinar. Intellius.com. If you utilize this site, and this is a serious site, guys, you can find anyone. Bounty hunters utilize this software to find people. So this is almost a fail-proof software that you can use for less than $3 a name to research a property owner's information. And this is how you can find the motivated sellers and put yourself in front of that motivated seller so you can get your deal. All right. Very easy. This does not take rocket science to understand. I'm going to give it to you for free just for logging on and registering for this webinar. All right. Now, when you go on Intellius, as you can see here, you're going to first get the property owner name that you can always easily find when you research the property. And you're going to put the property owner's information up top. And if you have a phone number where if only you can get a phone number and you need that individual's name, you can do a reverse phone number lookup here as well. So this is a powerful software that you guys can utilize to contact the motivated sellers. I hope this guys is providing you some value right now, but I got plenty more for you. All right. Next up, bandit signs. Bandit signs. Bandit signs is a powerful, powerful way for you guys to locate underpriced houses. Okay. This is a marketing channel that I utilized when I just started in the business when I was 18 years old. Okay. And when you get your bandit signs, what I want you to do is I want you to make sure in the beginning, you're going to hand write on them. As you can see in the picture here in the far left corner, I hand wrote on my bandit signs for a specific reason. And I waited till I pre-printed my signs. As you can see here, I utilized the red print. It says, "We buy houses for cash," with my phone number at the bottom. I waited till I made some bread in my business to spend more money on more expensive signs, which is fine. And I'm going to tell you something about the handwritten bandit signs and the reason why you should handwrite on the bandit signs. One of the reasons you should handwrite on your bandit signs is because if you're trying to target a motivated seller in an underpriced home, you want to make sure that that motivated seller doesn't feel intimidated on calling a 1-800 pre-printed sign in the beginning. It's going to alarm them, okay? They feel like if they call that number, they will instantly connect to an automated voicemail machine, and you do not want that to happen. You want to contact that motivated seller yourself, all right? And you want to make that motivated seller feel like if they call that number, they're going to contact you directly. That's very, very important, all right? So handwrite on your bandit signs in the beginning. Now, I want to talk about another powerful tip here. Don't just be like the competition when you're starting out with your bandit signs. Don't say, you know what, I'm going to get about 10 to 20 bandit signs, and I'm going to put 20 bandit signs out today. No, don't do that. You must find your purpose and your pain, and you must allow your pain to fuel you with this marketing channel. Go out there and purchase 100 bandit signs or more and put 100 bandit signs out there a day if you can. Now, I know some people out there are saying 100 bandit signs a day. Man, that's crazy. That's time consuming. How am I going to do that? You got to think about it, and you got to ask yourself, do you want to win in this? Are you really hungry? And do you have what it takes to get to the next level with the bandit sign marketing? If you don't, then wholesale real estate may not be for you. Because when I started in wholesale real estate, I remember waking up from 8 in the morning and not coming home to 3 a.m. until all of my bandit signs were out there in those busy intersections. Because I knew I had to go above and beyond to get some deals. The competition thinks it's easy. They think they can go out there, take 10 bandit signs, put them out there, and they're going to get some information, and they're going to get them a deal. It's not going to happen that way. You have to exalt yourself. Go out there and put out 100 bandit signs a day, and then see the results that's going to come from that, guys. It's going to be incredible. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a website where you can purchase these bandit signs for a dirt cheap price. So get your pen or pencil and write this down right now. www.dirtcheapbanditsigns.com. Again, that's www.dirtcheapbanditsigns.com. On this website, you're going to get bandit signs for a very, very cheap rate. All right. I want you to check it out. So going over bandit signs again, handwrite on them in the beginning and haul ass. Put out at least 100 signs a day and look at the results that will come from that. Okay. All right. Now, one of the most powerful ways of finding underpriced houses next is driving for dollars. Driving for dollars. You can literally go in a pretty neighborhood, drive that nice neighborhood, and find a abandoned vacant house. You know, have you ever drove in a neighborhood? You was like, man, this is a nice neighborhood. But you look to your left and you saw a vacant house. I mean, the grass almost covered the property. It had the boards on the windows, you know, the board on the door. That's opportunity, guys. That allows you to know that this is an absentee owner situation. Someone owns this property, but they don't live in it. And I have the opportunity to contact the motivated seller and see if I have a deal. Driving for dollars is a very, very powerful way that works. I'm sorry, guys. If you cannot get that bandit sign website, it's again, I think I said it wrong. It's dirtcheapsigns.com. Try that again. It's www.dirtcheapsigns.com. I'm sorry about that. Not bandit, dirtcheapsigns.com. Try that and let me know if it works. All right, perfect. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, if you're in that neighborhood, I want you to make sure that you have an opportunity to know that you can locate that owner of that vacant property. Going back on using the Intelligent software. If you see a vacant property in a neighborhood, write the address down, okay? Look it up on the accessor site in your area or county. Find the property's owner name, put it in Intelligence, and it's going to bring up the information. This is why driving for dollars is so key and important. But most people overlook this. They think that they can waste about 2 hours a day driving and looking for 5 vacant homes and think they got a deal. No. Once again, what these other gurus are not going to tell you is you have to exalt yourself. You have to exalt yourself. Put an aim to make a list of at least 50 homes that you want to hit a day. How many houses is that a week? And how much work will that take you when you go home to research them? A lot, but it will work. You know, I'm not just going to sit here and tell you something that I didn't do in my career. I did that. I had to exalt myself, but I found great deals that netted me $10,000 or more just from simply driving for dollars. All right. So utilize that and exalt yourself with this tool. All right. Now, last but not least, one of the most beautiful marketing channels that I love to talk about that will catapult and transition your business, that would allow you to become an ultimate wholesaler. And that's direct mail marketing. Direct mail marketing. I know a lot of you guys know what direct mail marketing is, but guys, I've done it all. SEO, websites, search engine optimization, cold calling, door knocking, the bandit signs that we just talked about, driving for dollars. But nothing has catapulted my business like direct mail marketing. Okay. So what I want you to understand is it's going to reverse your success in wholesale real estate, meaning that you won't have to waste so much time of exalting yourself with the bandit signs, or exalting yourself for wasting so much gas with the driving for dollars. What you're going to do is you're actually going to spend money to a data source company, which is yellowletterscomplete.com. Yellowletterscomplete.com. I want you to write this down because this is where you're going to set up your direct mail marketing. You're going to set it up at yellowletterscomplete.com for your direct mail setup. And when you go to yellowletterscomplete.com, you're going to compile a list of motivated sellers, and you're going to have them in one pocket list. All right. You're going to have absentee owners. You're going to have a list of owner occupied individuals. You're going to have a list of foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, probate individuals, or co-violation properties. But what I want us to focus on is the list of absentee owners. Now, guys, imagine you having a list of hungry, motivated sellers and you being able to create a postcard here that's very plain and simple, that has your name on it, that's telling these motivated sellers that you can buy their property in 7 to 10 days. Now, these motivated sellers are going through it, guys. Some of them are facing deaths. They're facing evictions. They're facing a lot of important things that's motivating these people to leave out of the property. And if they get your postcard in the right amount of time, it will motivate them to sell it at a great discount. This is what direct mail can do for you. This is powerful. And I want you guys to utilize direct mail. There is nothing out there like it. If you utilize direct mail and you do it consistently, you will become an ultimate wholesaler. You will learn how to negotiate a great deal because they will call you instead of you having to go out, waste your time, and try to reach out and call them. Does that make sense? This is how you can find underpriced houses in your local market. Direct mail marketing. Guys, I want you to research this and utilize it. All right. Some of these gurus out there, they're not going to reveal this information for free. I am, because I know how important direct mail is and I know how it can transform your business. All right. The website, again, to set up your direct mail marketing will be www.yellowletterscomplete.com. Make sure you guys visit that website to set it up. All right. Okay. All right. Now we get into the juicy information. How to find buyers. How to find buyers. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the internet. This is a common sense way on finding buyers. You know, we're going to talk about how to find buyers with Google, and we're going to talk about how to find buyers with LinkedIn. Guys, this is so easy. I get so many people that come up to me, they get in the game and they say, Rico, how do I find buyers to close my deals? I hear you talking about building a solid base of buyers, but how do you find them? And I don't have a lot of money to put in marketing to find them. Guys, let me tell you something. If you want to succeed in finding buyers with this tool with Google, you're going to have to be hungry and aggressive, and you're going to have to want it. So the first thing that I'm going to show you to find buyers is Google. Google in your local market. Guys, you got to remember, every major buyer, they spend money on search engine optimization for their websites to pop up on Google Analytics. They understand that Google is one of the largest search engines out there. And they know that if a motivated seller want to sell their property, then they're going to put that information in Google. Okay. So with that being said, Rico, okay, I understand you're saying Google, but how do I find the buyers? If you're in, say for instance, if you're located in Florida, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google. You're going to go in the search engine tab right now, and you're going to type in real estate investment companies in Miami. If you're in Miami, put that in that tab. Real estate investment companies in Miami. What's going to happen is those companies are going to pop up. They're going to pop up. You didn't have to go to a class to learn that. You didn't have to spend thousands of dollars to learn this. They're going to pop up right there for you to see. But what happens is you got 90% of the competition out there. They have a phobia. They're afraid of getting out of their comfort zone and getting out of that phobia of looking at people in their eyes and making a phone call and talking to people. They want to hide behind a laptop and they want to send out emails. Guys, that's not effective. If you want to find buyers and build a real relationship with buyers, you have to do this. Just pull the information up on Google, find out where their office is, put that information on a piece of paper and call them. Call them and set up your appointment. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. And so to give you guys an example on how that looks, what you're going to do is the goal is to get 5 buyers in your local market. So once again, if you're in Miami, Florida, your goal is to get 5 buyers from this one detailed strategy. Once you get 5 buyers, you're going to have an accumulative total of 25 zip codes in your area from those 5 buyers, because you're going to get 5 zip codes each from those buyers, which will give you an accumulative total of 25. That will help you cover and target your market. Now your targeting is much more specific than being massively marketed. Okay. You have a better campaign now because you took the time to build relationships with expert buyers in your local market. If you do this strategy now, you will build up a solid base of buyers. This is how you find them. Don't be like the competition. Stop buying those overpriced programs thinking that they can sell you the magic sauce on finding buyers. That's not true. If you want to get aggressive, then pull up the buyers' companies that's in your local market, set up an appointment with them, find out where they're buying in, and set up your marketing campaigns. It's that simple. All right? All right. Now, if you have a laptop right now, what I want you to do is actually go through the process so I can, show you how that looks. Once you put that information in, you can see that all of the buyers' companies are going to pop up on Google. They're going to pop up. You're going to see the office address, and you're going to see their phone numbers that you can call. Okay, this is how it's going to look. Don't be afraid when they get here. See, most people have they start getting that fear inside of themselves. Well, let me tell you something right now. If you have a fear and you are afraid of making a phone call to a real multimillionaire buyer or a real expert buyer in your local market, then you need to second guess if you need to be in this business. That's it. It doesn't take rocket science to understand that. All right. You got to be aggressive, and you got to understand, go back on your why. What's your purpose of making this phone call so you can build a relationship with the buyer and build your business up? You can't be afraid and be a weakling on this. All right. All right. Now we're going to talk about LinkedIn. Yes, you can find buyers through LinkedIn. Well, how do I find buyers through LinkedIn? You cannot join the regular LinkedIn account thinking that you can contact buyers, guys. What you have out there is called LinkedIn Premium. LinkedIn Premium. This is a premium account where you can actually join. Now you're going to have to pay a membership fee of maybe $30 to $40 a month for it, but it's effective. If you do this, you will have the opportunity to contact the real estate investors and the real multimillionaire hedge fund companies that buys real estate. And you can send them messages directly. Have you ever noticed if you had a regular LinkedIn account and you may have found a real estate company, you tried to send them a message, but it said you couldn't because for one, you wasn't their friend. And for two, you haven't actually sent them an invite for them to approve. Well, guess what? When you're on LinkedIn Premium, you have access to all of the millionaire hedge fund asset managers and real estate investment companies. This is powerful. It just costs $40 to $45 a month. And I'm going to show you how that looks. I can hear you guys now. Well, what do I say? Well, how does the message setup look like? I'm going to show you when I was actually sending out messages to these buyers and what that message looked like so I can actually build a relationship with the buyer to see if they could work with me. And it will look something like this. It says, "Hi, Scott. My name is Rico Smith. I recently contacted with you on LinkedIn. I currently own an investment company in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm looking to acquire non-performing notes or properties. And I also have access to some distressed properties at a very low price as well. If you're looking to liquidate or acquire any real estate assets, I'd love to connect with you briefly and talk about it. I know you are busy, so I won't take up too much of your time, and I left my phone number." All right? That's what you do. Now, you got some people that get the LinkedIn Premium and, they think that they can just send out 2 or 3, 4 messages a day. That's not going to happen. That's not being aggressive. What those gurus are not going to tell you out there because they're so worried about taking your money and hurrying up getting your credit card information is that you have to work. You got to bust your butt. So if you're sitting there at LinkedIn trying to contact these buyers and building up relationships, I'm sorry, guys, but you got to send out at least 50 to 60 messages at a time. This is effective, and this is going to put you in position to build real relationships with real buyers in your local market and beyond, because LinkedIn Premium has hedge fund and real estate buyers all across the United States, let alone the world. All right. So think about the importance of that. All right. Now, another important thing that I want you guys to remember is you can go to your local real estate investor meetings in your local market. Okay. You can go to your real estate organization meetups and meetings and actually go to these people who are involved in real estate, your local RIAs. It's that point and simple. You have to be aggressive with this approach. You have to get outside your comfort zone, find out when these RIA meetings are, and go there. And your main mission and aim is to find out where the buyers are. Your main mission and aim is to find out if the buyers are here, then what's your criteria? My name is Rico Smith. I'm a local wholesaler in this market. I just started, and I want to know where you guys are buying. Do you love 3 bedrooms, 2 baths? Do you like 2 bedroom, 1 baths? 2-car garages, preferably? How much cash do you have? How much are you looking to spend on these houses? Those are the things that you have to say, guys. They have to see your enthusiasm. That's what's going to separate yourself from the competition that's out there, because the competition is not doing that. The competition, they want to have these tailor-made scripts to read, and they want to have some mumbo jumbo that's not accredited to try to follow to build relationships. And that's not going to happen. You got to be genuine and real, guys. All right. When you go to these meetups, that's how you're going to find buyers. I'm giving you the real right now. All right. Now we've made it to this slide. How to lock properties under contract and close the deal. Now, I appreciate you guys for, staying with me at this point in this webinar. But if you want me to continue and you think the information that I'm giving you right now is good, give me some engagement. Instead of pressing 1, let me see you press 2 right now in the chat box. If everything is clear, concise, and understandable right now, let me see you press 2, and I'll continue to move forward so I can talk about the purchase contract. Let me see you press 2. All right, cool. I'm doing good. Got a lot of tools. Okay. A lot of people need to learn about the purchase contract. All right, I see you, Steve. Chris, I appreciate you, man. You really support me right now in this webinar. Joe, Bernice, I see you guys. Jay, Sam, Keisha, Brittany, Bree, I see you. Thank you. All right, I continue to move forward. Steve, Rosalind. All right, I go. Now, how to lock properties under contract and close the deal. Now, the purchase contract, the single most important piece of paper that you will need in your business. The purchase contract is the piece of paper that you will need to lock down the property with your negotiated fee that you have agreed upon with your seller. All right. You, as an American citizen in the United States, have the American right to control a piece of property with a purchase contract. You do not need a license for that. If you know that you have the opportunity to assign your contract to the end buyer, then, I mean, your life is going to change drastically because that's all you're doing. You're basically flipping paper. You are assigning your rights out of the purchase contract to an end buyer. Okay. It's very, very important. Now, when you assign your rights from your purchase contract to your end buyer, you're going to utilize the assignment contract. The assignment contract is the compensational agreement between you and your buyer. This states how much you are to get paid. So if you're making $10,000 on the deal, you're going to put that on that assignment contract. You sign that contract and your end buyer signs that contract. Okay. Going back on the purchase contract, you sign it and your seller signs it. And you're going to assign your rights out of that purchase contract to your end buyer. Okay. So if you have a $60,000 agreement with your seller for that purchase contract and your end buyer wants to buy that house for 70, then you're going to include the $10,000 assignment fee on the assignment contract. And these two contracts will be taken to the closing attorneys to be closed, and you will be issued your $10,000. These are very important two things that you're going to utilize in your business. I hope you're writing these notes down. All right. I'm trying to go into detail about this. And if you have any questions about this, write any questions you have down on your pad. So in the end, I'm going to take my time and do what most of these so-called gurus out here don't do and take my time and answer your questions. Okay. I'm going to be intentional tonight. All right. Now, how to lock properties under contract and close the deal. How to lock properties under contract and close the deal. Closing day. What does that look like? That's very important. Most people don't even know what a title company is. Most people don't know what a closing attorney or a closing agent is. But guys, when you are closing your deal with the purchase contract and the assignment, you're going to send those two pieces of paper to your closing attorneys, okay? And your closing attorneys at the title company will close on that. So the closing day will look like this. You're going to have your seller come into the office. The seller is going to sign off on some HUD settlement papers, which is basically a receipt showing the transactions that occurred on that property. He's going to be filling out some closing forms. It might be 6 or 7 papers. And your closing attorney, having done a title pool, which means that title pool has checked for any outstanding liens or taxes that's owed against that home or any judgments that's in that seller's name. They're going to make sure that that's clear first. All right. And the day that happens, they're going to issue your check once the seller is done signing off those papers. So you go to the title company to pick up your check. Does that make sense? You go to the title company to pick up your check when that close day happens. All right. So that's what the close day looks like. All right. Now, there you have it in a nutshell, guys. We just went over the exact process you can use to find underpriced houses, to find buyers, to lock houses under contract, and to get paid from real estate. In a nutshell, it's not rocket science. It doesn't take all of that mumbo jumbo to understand. That's as easy as it gets with wholesale real estate. But you have people out there that do not want to put in the work. They're looking for the shortcuts. They're looking for the easy way outs. And I'm finna sit here and tell you there is no shortcuts. All right. All right. Now, like I said, I just laid out the exact framework used to generate millions in revenue in wholesale real estate. Do you guys see the value in this process? Press 1 right now if you see the value in this process. Let me know that I'm giving out value right now. Let me see you press 1. I got to know I'm giving value right now. I'm passionate about this, and I'm putting a lot of time into this. I need to know that I'm giving out value. Am I giving out value? Am I helping you guys understand this? Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Tavia. Steve, Bernice, thank you guys for really paying attention to me. Jay, Joe, thank you all. You guys are really paying attention. I appreciate that. Jimmy, thank you so much. All right, now I'm going to keep going for you guys because I know that you're paying attention to me, and I really appreciate that. Wholesaling becomes so easier when you have a framework you can follow. Remember that. Wholesaling becomes so much easier when you have a framework to follow. But, and I can hear it, but Rico, what about the other parts of the wholesaling process? Things like setting appointments or, talking to the sellers and negotiating deals. I know what you guys are thinking. I know, trust me. How about finding the most motivated sellers? What does that process look like? I'm gonna stand up right now. I'm getting excited about this. This is getting exciting. Okay, I think I look dark. Maybe I need to sit back down. I'm gonna try to contain my excitement right now. I'm just moving around. I'm excited. All right. Okay. Who's interested in learning my entire wholesaling system from start to finish? Let me know. How to find houses and set appointments every week. I'm not talking about in 2 weeks or in a month. I'm talking about consistently every single week. How to find the most motivated sellers. How to structure your deals for maximum profits. Okay. My exact negotiation strategies used to close deals. The exact contracts we use. I'm going to show you that. Even more in-depth training on wholesaling and direct mail marketing and so much more. Who interested? I can keep going. Let me know who's interested because I'm about to dive in right now. I got a lot of information to show you guys. All right. Look, I'm gonna be point and simple with you. I'm gonna be blunt tonight. Check this out. You got option 1 right now. You could try to talk to the buyers yourself. Like most of those programs set you up to do. They sell you those pre-kitted motivated scripts. You cannot know if people are ripping you off. Come on, we on the internet every single day. We on Instagram, we on Facebook. We see this bottled up, watered down bull crap that they have out here with no testimonials. You could keep wasting time. Or you could go on YouTube. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with going on YouTube. But if you keep going on YouTube over and over again, looking at the same information, and you're stuck with that analysis of paralysis, it's a problem. Okay? It's bad. You can drive around and look for houses until you feel good in your stomach. And the real people that's in real estate that's out there know what I'm talking about right now. You can keep driving for dollars, feeling like you're going to find that one deal over and over again. Or you could keep reading the same books that you've been reading for the past 4 to 5 years, thinking that that's going to help you change. Think about that. Or you got option 2. And it's very, very simple. Let us guide you through the process using the system we've already proven that works. This not no mumbo jumbo hocus pocus that we talking about right now. This is an 8-year proven track record that's documented, that can be proven. Get every part of our system set up and running for you within a matter of days. Okay? Not some kid or some large instructional paper where you just have to sit there and cross your legs and figure out on where to go and what do I have to do. Think about that. Now, the next step is what we're about to do right now is, would you like to hear about how to have this done for you? That's what I want to talk about. Put in the Q&A box right now. I'm ready. Let me see it because it's time. How would you like to hear about how to have this done for you? Let me know. Bree is the first one every time. She's like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I see it. Yeah, this is not recorded, guys. I see you in the chat. Let me know you ready right now so I can go ahead and tell you guys. Steve, Chris, I see you. I'm about to go ahead and tell them. Fresh Gear, what's up, man? I see you. Joe, ready. These guys has been ready. Daniel, he's ready. Yes. Davis. All right, guys, let's go. Introducing the Wholesale Revolution, the first full-blown wholesale real estate training course that will make you never have to worry about money again. That's right. You will never have to worry about money again. Ran by someone, me, myself, who's actually built a multi-six-figure business and sold over 450 plus properties. Emmanuel, I see you, man. When you know how to sell houses, you will always feel confident in your ability to make more money. This is a revolution. As you can see, I called this a revolution because I'm finna come and break down that watered down bull crap that's out here. These so-called gurus selling this bull crap and they're not even in the game. Guys, this is a revolution. And I want you guys to see how serious I am and how you can see I'm coming full force with this revolution. All right. Full force. Let's go. All right. Now, inside the wholesale revolution, we got 6 modules, guys. 6 modules. I'm going to break down each and every single one of those modules for you. Module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. We're going to build up your foundation and make sure it's strong, okay? That's what we're going to do. Module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels that you need to focus on. That's the most important thing. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. This is very effective, all right? Module 4, the place where you close your deals. We're going to talk about the place where you close your deals. What does that look like? What is a title company? Okay. Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing, which is very, very important. A lot of people do not know about a double close. All right. Now, the wholesale revolution. This training will give you the exact framework on every part of the wholesale real estate process to follow. A proven framework. Remember that. Use this framework over and over again to get your first $5K a month, or we're going to scale it to $25K a month. It's that serious. Once you understand your lead count ratio and you understand the direct mail process, we're going to make it happen for you. All right. Now, get your pen and paper because I'm going to break this down. Module 1, the foundation for wholesale real estate success. What I'm going to do is go over the basis of wholesale real estate and how to make sure you're not going to get ripped off by all of those con artists out there that's selling that bull crap. They just want your money, guys. They're not involved in real estate every single day. When you're talking about finding a coach, you have to dig deeper and you have to look at the real testimonials and you have to look at the lives that they have changed. Okay. We're going to go over everything I would recommend for you to begin the reverse wholesaling process. The reverse wholesaling process. You got 90% of the competition out there. They think that they just have to find a property first. That's not true. I'm going to break that theoretical concept out of here. You have to build relationships with expert buyers first. You have to find out where they're buying. Then you have to cater to that market so you can be targeted. That's the reverse wholesaling system. Okay? You don't want to increase your failure rate by thinking you have to find a house first and exhaust yourself 30 days to find an end buyer. That's not the way to do it. All right? We will also go over how to find buyers so you don't have to risk any of your own money. All right? You're not putting up any of your own money in this. That's the most important thing. I want you guys to remember that. You're not putting any of your own money in it. You're going to utilize the buyer's cash. All right. Now, module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. This one is huge right now. I can express that. Learn how I select niches and go after the market. I'm going to show you how to specifically align yourself with 5 expert buyers in your local market first. From that, what we're going to do is get 5 zip codes each from those 5 buyers. So we can get an accumulative total of 25 zip codes. That's going to cover our entire area. This is how I select my niches in my market, guys. I go to my buyers first. No more unnecessary, frustrating marketing methods that don't work. We're ending that. We're done with it. Learn how to find the exact properties to target so that you can be assured that the properties are pre-qualified for you to buy. Once again, if you're a rookie in the game and you don't know anything about real estate, what business do you have going out there to go find a house and you don't even have an end buyer yet? You don't even have a relationship with an end buyer yet. So you're opening up a whole bunch of can of worms that's bad for you. So if you don't have a genuine relationship with an end buyer and you send him that deal, don't you know he can go around your back and take it from you? He has the resources to do that. And with your IQ level as a rookie, you don't know that. So you need to understand that building relationships with expert buyers is the most important thing for you to do that will catapult your career. I can't stress that enough. Module 2 is so important. Okay? So discover the little known ways to find sellers that nobody thinks about that kicks ass for wholesaling. I'm going to show you some ways to find sellers that I've experienced in my 8 years of being in this business that you can't find in the book. Okay. And I think that's something that's so revolutionary and life-changing because it's not out here. All right. We're going to talk about unique ways of tapping into sources and finding off-market properties, such as utilizing the direct mail and yellowletterscomplete.com, something the competition doesn't know about. We're going to find these properties and give them to the buyer so we can make money, guys. All right. It kicks ass for wholesaling. All right. Module 3. This is a revolution right here. How to negotiate and close deals on command this week. Learn about the exact contracts you need to close your deal and how to structure the contract for your benefit. Guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to walk you through each and every single one of these modules. I'm going to walk you through them. There is nothing you will be doing by yourself. So basically, you're not my partner, you're my student. And I'm going to actually give you the contracts that you need. All right. They're downloadable. Okay. They're in digital format and they're downloadable and you can utilize them in every 47 states of the 50 states in the United States. Do you understand that? Okay. And I'm going to give them to you so we can make sure that we're moving precisely and I can accelerate you to your deal. That's the difference between me and these other programs. I'm not going to give you some automated system and leave you out there by yourself. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to be intentional and aggressive and walk you through it. That's the difference between my company. And that's why it's revolutionary. It's unmatched. And if you see something out there like it, let me know. Now, we're going to talk about how to understand the difference between a real estate agent and a wholesaler. Once again, it's the biggest misconception. You do not need to be an agent to participate in wholesale real estate. An agent lists properties for companies and they get commissions off them, such as Remax and Crylight. All right. Then we're going to talk about how to negotiate with your sellers to arrange a maximum profit in a win-win situation with your buyer. Okay. And guess what, guys? I'm not going to give you no script. I'm not going to give you no script because most of these programs tell you they say, hey, here's my successful negotiational kit program that you can read and get a deal. Bull crap. You need to know how that looks. You need to know how that sees. You need to know how that feels. You need to know how that sounds. So what I'm going to do for you is when a motivated seller calls your phone, you are to call my phone personally so I can negotiate the deal for you. Now, you let me know if those so-called gurus do that. That's real accountability. You need to know what negotiation sounds like. That's true edification. So if I negotiate with the seller after the 10th time and I give you a try, then it's your opportunity to become an effective negotiator. And after being in this business for 8 years, I think I know how to negotiate, guys. All right. Now, if I'm giving you some dynamic information right now, you want me to continue, press 1 in the chat box right now. Let me see you press 1 before I can go on to these other modules. Man, that's a lot of ones. I'm gonna go to the next slide instantly. All right, module 4, the place where you close your deals. The place where you close your deals. Exactly how to position yourself as the expert by building relationships with the title companies. The title companies are so important, and this is something that it's like when you get these real estate programs out here, they just bypass that. That's why we don't have a clear, concise view in our brains of what it looks like. So I'm going to talk about in-depth details on how to gather the info you need to set yourself up for an easy close. Okay. How to get the closing attorneys to close your deals at rapid speed. One little secret that will allow you to become the best wholesaler in the entire company office. And this is important because you got to separate yourself from the competition, guys. And we're going to be different from everyone else. All right. Now, and we also going to talk about one little secret that will allow you to become the best wholesaler in the entire company office and where to pick up your checks. Guys, a lot of people don't even know where to pick up their checks at. This is serious. They want to do real estate, but they don't even know where they want to pick up their checks, let alone where to go. Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. I'm going to take you by hand and show you how to close your deal using a proven framework. Give me some paper towel and napkin. All right. By hand. Now, I'm also going to show you what to do with the profits you earn from wholesaling. Most people get the money, guys, and they piss it off. You are to use your money to build wealth. Do not piss off your money. That is not the thing, guys. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to go ahead and blow my nose for a second. I got the runs. All right. As you can see, this is not a recorded webinar. We live, and this is real. Okay. Now, I'm also going to show you what to do with the profits you earn from wholesaling. You got to save that bread and strategically use it to build wealth. How to build up your capital and become an ultimate wholesale entrepreneur. And then we're going to talk about and discover the 52-week saving secret. How you can save up a lot of money in 365 days within that 52-week period as a wholesaler. And we're going to also talk about the secrets of asset allocation, finding assets and buying them when you cash out from wholesale real estate. You don't want to be the wholesaler forever. You want to go ahead, take that money, buy some real estate, some stocks with it, or some gold or whatever valuable assets that will appreciate. All right. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. Many techniques to find and contact billion-dollar companies, in which I have done that, and I'm doing that. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to strategically do it. How to close a deal with a 15K profit with a hedge fund company. I'm going to show you how to structure that and set that up. How to make more money than you ever thought was possible through wholesaling, working with a hedge fund company, guys. Hedge funds are the way to go. If you have not researched what the hedge fund companies are, do it right now. How to build relationships with multimillionaires. Building relationships with multimillionaires will set you apart. How to perform a double closing. Hint, that's very important. And the technical aspects of the double closing process. Okay? Now, I'm good with these bonuses. Now, I'm going to give you a very, very powerful bonus once again, just for taking the time to stay with me throughout this webinar. And I appreciate you guys for staying with me through it. I want to give you something that, you know, I talk long and hard with my partner on, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm just going to give you my entire system that details the 11 forgotten universal laws, which you will transform your life in wholesaling and beyond. I believe in the laws of creation through your mind. I believe I can manifest my lifestyle with my subconscious mind, guys. You can attract it. And my mentors have shown me the processes and the strategies to do that. Learn how this can impact your business massively from the 80% mental and 20% know-how rule. That is the way to get the millions of dollars. They're not going to tell you that. It's all in your mind and self-development. That's the key to success. We could talk about real estate for hours, but if you don't understand the process of self-development, you will not win. Discover the power of your subconscious mind. Understand that you can utilize that to create the life you live. Learn the secret money information that will attract money in your life instantly. And once again, don't use the information and say it to yourself 4 or 5 times a day so you can make yourself feel good. You got to say it to yourself at least 100 times a day, just as if you was going to the gym to exercise, because it's going to change your life drastically. I'm going to give you this bonus for free just for staying with me all the way through the webinar, guys. All right? All right. You can have that. Now, so much will be done. So much will be done. Look, everyone, this is the exact framework I've used and shown to others to build themselves 5 to 6 figure businesses through wholesale real estate. I've done that. I've taken the normal everyday working individual who's worked at Domino's, and I've helped them build a 6-figure business. So you can do it too. You can set up new appointments within this week here, not next week. I'm not promising you next week. I'm talking about this week. Once you get your system in place, it will change your life. Think about that. This is the beginning of a revolution. You will change your life. Guys, wholesaling has taken me from sleeping on the floor on a mattress with sheets with my girlfriend to living in a nice upscale loft right now where I'm at downtown. That's what wholesaling can do for you. This is a revolution. I'm not trying to, come up with some hocus pocus stuff to lead you astray. If you take heed to this, you can change your life with it. And guess what? I'm going to give you some more bonuses for yourself so you can know I'm serious and you can know I'm a real, intentional, and generous person. I'm going to give you some more bonuses. Now, these bonuses is going to help you develop a winning mindset. The same concept that I use to program my mind for success, my same template, I'm going to give that to you. Okay? It's yours. The next bonus is you're going to get a personal phone call from me after this webinar. I want to talk to you. I want to actually get to know you and build a relationship with you. Unlike those other Hollywood gurus out there that's too ashamed to get on the phone for 5 minutes and share common interests with someone who's looking to get involved with their program. No, I want to get to know you. All right. So I want to give you a personal phone call from myself after this webinar as a bonus for getting into the wholesale revolution. Now, listen, this is a revolution, and the word is not to be taken lightly. When I was stuck paying for those overpriced, watered down, bottled up seminars and coaching platforms, I could never actually call someone and talk to a person when I needed help. That bothered me. Well, today, that all changes with the wholesale revolution. You know what? How many of us out there right now, I'm going to stop. And let's be real and have a heartfelt moment. How many of us got into a program when we really wanted to talk to the actual coach who started it, but they never did. They never could take their time to talk to us. Press 1 in the chat box right now. Let me see it. I want to know. Man, that's a lot of ones. I understand. I was there in your situation. Yes, we all been there, right? You see that one? That's crazy. Exactly. That's why this is a revolution. I see you, JD, Tristan, Bree. I know it, Mitch. Yes, exactly. Fatina, I know it. And that's why I want to separate myself and show you guys how intentional I am. And so we're going to talk tonight. Now, we are the only real estate coaching program that offers this. I didn't put this to sale. I offered this as a bonus for you. Now, the last bonus is the Wholesale Revolution community. I'm going to give you access to my student group to review houses and ask questions in the group that I, once again, always respond to. Once again, if you got questions about a deal, if you need help on a contract, if you need help with the negotiational process, then leave a comment in the community and I'm going to actually take my time to come in back. Once again, it's not just about the phone calls. Sometimes, guys, when we join these programs, we want the actual coach to hit us up on this Facebook group. Sometimes they too Hollywood to do that. And I'm not. I'm intentional because I know that if I help someone, they're going to tell somebody else about my program and they're going to sign up, period, point blank. Now, the Wholesale Revolution, Module 1, once again, the foundation for real estate success. We gotta set up your foundation. What is your mindset looking like? What is your budget? What's your goals? What is your number? What is your target number that you want to hit? Okay. Module 2, how to find the hottest and most lucrative marketing channels. Okay, that's what we're going to talk about. Module 3, how to negotiate and close deals on command this week. I'm not talking. Look, you got people out there that got to pay bills. They need to feed their kids. And some of them got job loss. So we need to set up appointments this week. And I know how serious it is. All right. Module 4, the place where you close your deals. What is that? What does that look like? What is it called? This is important. What do I do? What type of activity as a wholesaler do I perform at this place? Module 5, closing the deal and financial planning for long-term benefit. All right. Module 6, partnering with hedge funds and how to perform a double closing. Very, very important. The Wholesale Revolution, on top of the bonuses, how to develop a winning mindset. You're going to get a personal phone call with me. Okay. I'm going to set up time to intentionally allow myself to call you guys, get to know you, share some common interests about your goals and go from there. All right. And then access for you guys to get into the Wholesale Revolution community, which is very, very powerful. Now, everything in the Wholesale Revolution, the total value for everything, of course, it's $10,673. I mean, think about it. I'm giving you myself. I'm giving you everything. My systems, my time, my negotiational ability, my contracts, how to negotiate the deal, how to close it, how to save money, how to partner with the hedge funds. It's worth $10,000. The Wholesale Revolution itself alone is worth that. Now, if all you did was bring an extra $5K a month, think about this, to your household, would it be worth a one-time investment of $10,673? What would it feel like to be able to know and feel confident to wholesale real estate without risking any of your own money? Think about that. What would it be like to finally quit your job and take that vacation you have always dreamed of? How would that feel? How would it feel if it gave you the security to know that your family would be taken care of at all times? True stability. What would it feel like to create your own schedule and wake up when you want? You got to wake up when you want. You don't have to worry about that nagging alarm clock that's in your ear. Think about it. would it be worth $2,997? If you don't think it's worth 10, do you think it's worth almost $3,000? $2,997 for everything that I just explained. Do you think it's worth that? For me to just take my time, negotiate your deal with every single seller that calls your phone, to walk you through each deal, give you the exact contracts you need to accelerate your process to get the deal done, help you set up the appointments with the buyers in your local market, actually talk to the buyers as well for you. Would that be worth $2,997? What other program you know is offering that versus you going to some seminar, you see the big crowd, they tell you it's going to cost you $20,000. They pat you on the back, they give you some kit and tell you good luck. Is it not worth $3,000? Well, you know what? I called this a revolution for a reason, and I'm excited to let you know that it's not. And I'm doing a 48-hour live webinar special right now. You can get the wholesale revolution today for only $1,497. Yes, $1,497. And I'm doing this for a limited time. This is a 48-hour webinar special price. Think about that. This is limited to the first 10 buyers for access that want to go ahead, get started in this system, and make a change in their life. This is a revolution. I'm looking to align myself with elite hustlers, real entrepreneurs across this United States globe. And I'm not looking for somebody who is lazy, who's not ready to work, because I have everything laid out for them to win. So it's a no-brainer. This isn't rocket science. You've seen everything I laid out. You know, most people say, well, am I just a student? No, you're more than a student. You're my partner. So I'm doing a 48-hour live webinar special, and I'm not going to ever offer this special again. So you can go to the site, just click the link right here, thewholesalerevolution.com, and sign up right now so we can get started. And on top of that, what I'm going to do, what these gurus are afraid to do, because they know they're not coming with that real information, I'm going to do a 30-day refund guarantee. A 30-day action-based refund guarantee. You watch the videos and you do the prospecting methods I outline, and you still feel the information wasn't worth it, then no questions asked. I'm going to give your money back. It's just as simple as that. I've laid myself out here in the street for 8 years to get the real wholesaling information. And I remember when that true accountability wasn't there for me. I told myself, once I reach some success in wholesale real estate, I'm going to show these people how you really help them. And that's why when you go on my Instagram, that's why when you go on my YouTube, my Facebook, all you see is real testimonials from real people. All right? So it's a no-brainer. Oh, I'm not just talking. Once again, I got more testimonials to show you guys. I'm not just talking. I can prove it to you. Look at all these people that I've helped, not just in my city of Memphis locally, but across the United States, Florida, Texas. Come on, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Wyoming, Nevada, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. These people came to me and didn't have an idea, let alone they had a lot of fear because they were conned in their past as well. But they took a leap of faith and believed in me, and now we are here. And I'm shaping their lives every single day. I have real testimonials to prove myself. And actually, I want to read one to you again. It says, and let's read actually two. One here from Craig in Atlanta, Georgia, in the building. What's up, Craig? Matter of fact, I got the runs. I got to blow my nose again. Give me 1 second. Appreciate you guys for hanging on. All right, man. Whoa, we got some sales right now. Man, before I've even finished the webinar. Okay, I see some serious guys. They're serious. That's what's up. All right, we got this testimonial here from Craig. It says, man, it's been a year since we have spoke, but I wanted you to know that I finally got my first deal, and I felt I owed you the respect for you to know that, especially because I started with you. Peace, Craig Jones from Atlanta. Shout out to you, Craig. I see you here on this webinar as well, man, and I appreciate you for believing in me all the way in Atlanta and you getting your first deal, netting you $10,000. All right. And I got another one here from Nikki. It says, hey, Rico, it's Nikki from your class earlier. What you are doing is amazing. We wanted to talk a little more, but we had to get to our sitter. We came to your class for the information, but we came to see what kind of person you truly are. And energy does not lie nor hide. You are impeccable. For you to give your information and resources to help others bypass the obstacles you overcame is inspiring and motivational. We'll definitely be attending many more classes. Wow. Thank you, Nikki. As you can see, these testimonials are real. Man, we're getting signups right now. I appreciate you guys. I'm also going to give you another fast action bonus right now. If you join immediately, go to the website, www.thewholesalerevolution.com. Now, join immediately and receive an extra personal phone call from me, all right, to help you get motivated and set up your game plan. So when you sign up, I'm going to actually give you 2 phone calls. I'm going to talk to you, get to know you, and then that second phone call is going to be about strategically setting up your game plan in your local market so we can hit it together. Yes, I'm going to walk you through each and every single step. You will get my personal phone number. You will have access to me at all times. This is not one of those Wednesday and live. Everyone gets on the live conference call and wait to their questions. No, this is a one-on-one personal coaching type of thing. And I want you guys to know that. Now, join the Wholesale Revolution right now. This is a live community where I'm helping people every single day. Come on, let's join www.thewholesalerevolution.com. If you are sick and tired of your position, if you are sick and tired of, going out there looking for those so-called gurus that cannot help you, let's go ahead and start right now. It's just $14.97. It's not $10,000. As you can see, I have people that I have helped all across the United States. I have a large community of individuals that has changed their lives, guys. That's in the hundreds. So as you can see, I'm not just a guy that's making up some information that's not real. Let's go ahead and join right now. www.thewholesalerevolution.com. Since the inception of starting this whole entire business, I've just been blessed to build a large base of relationships with people. And I'm just blessed, and I want to continue to do this and have a great journey doing it, guys. So let's go ahead and start right now. Sign up, www.thewholesalerevolution.com. Let's go, guys. So this is about much more than just wholesale real estate. And I want you to know that this is the beginning of something huge. This is a big passion for me. Learn how to develop a winning mindset. Learn how to create income on command. It's only 10 spots available at the pre-sale price right now. Join the revolution today. www.thewholesalerevolution.com. Let's go. Let's go. Let's sign up and get to it, guys. All right. Man, I'm just looking at the people signing up right now, and I'm excited. Like, I can't wait to talk to you guys and get you guys started so we can sign up and talk about your game plan. Guys, wholesale real estate is wonderful. It has created a great lifestyle for me. As you can see in the picture here, I was able to purchase a new 640 BMW Grand Coupe. It's a 4-door through real estate. Also, I've been able to, align myself with great people and start great relationships with people. And it's such a great thing, and also here, as you can see, I have my girlfriend here, Callie. We have a great enriching relationship together. And, she's involved in real estate now full time, which is a blessing. And, she helps me in the business each and every single day. And as you can see in this picture here, we traveled to New York City, and we were in Times Square, and we actually went to New York City to go meet some students out there. And I just love it. I love wholesale real estate. I love what it has done for me. And I love helping people. As you can see, I have a big passion for it. All right. So here it is now. What happens next? Go to the Wholesale Revolution website to join. That's www.thewholesalerevolution.com. thewholesalerevolution.com. You can click the link right there in the red. All right. Let's go ahead and sign up. Now, I know you guys got tons of questions out there for me. I appreciate you guys staying with me for almost over 2 hours on this webinar. I have put so much into this webinar, and I hope that someone out there can see the realness of it and the true transparency of what I'm trying to give. All right. And I can't wait to start with you guys that have joined the board. So right now, what I want you to do in the chat box is type in some questions that you have or may have so I can answer them for you. All right. I got here a question here from C. Clark. Do you have any events in Memphis? Yes, I have events in Memphis. I have a class every single Saturday at the University of Memphis. Okay. Every single Saturday at the UC Center on campus. All right. Now, in the UC Center, I'm located on the 2nd floor. And when you guys get there, you're going to see me as soon as you come up the steps. Okay. And it's free for the first time. It does not cost to come to the first class session. All right. Now, and you know, I'm gonna say something to you guys. I want you guys to know this. You know, it's almost like when you get into this program, I want you to remember this thing. It's like, what would it be like if you went to Las Vegas and you knew you couldn't lose? You know, think about that. If you could go to Vegas, you had this aura on you and you knew you couldn't lose. Think about that. That is exactly how my program works. Okay. You can't lose with a real transparent mentor. It just doesn't happen like that in today's time. I believe God has given me that gift to help you guys, you know, and also this is barely the price of what you could pay tuition at a community college. Think about that. What you could pay at a community college, you know? All right. So we got some more questions. Do you still work with Jay Morrison? No, I do not work with Jay Morrison anymore. Jay Morrison is a great guy, a great mentor. He has gave me some great information. And, you know, he actually put me on a national platform to help me catapult my wholesale real estate business. And I appreciate Jay Morrison for that. And yeah, we still know each other. We're still around. But no, I do not work with Jay Morrison. And we are doing our own thing. I hope they help you out, Davis. The time on Saturday is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. for the events on Saturday. Chris said he'll bring his questions to class Saturday. Awesome. I'll see you Saturday, Chris. Can the $1,497 be split into payment? Yes, it can. All right. I do offer payment plans for that. And we can set them up in payments of 6 monthly payments for $333, and we can get you started that way. All right. Would I need an LLC to do this? Being seen that I might need one on YouTube. That is a very, very good question. Come on, guys. Give me some more good questions like this. Now, in the beginning of wholesaling, Jimmy, you do not want to focus or put too much emphasis on hurrying up on worrying about getting yourself incorporated, okay? Because as soon as you get yourself incorporated with the state, you will have to pay taxes as a business owner to Uncle Sam. And if your company has not generated over $10,000 in its first 3 to 4 months, you have nothing to worry about. It is my advice to say that if you have generated at least over $10,000 as a sole proprietor first, then you can go ahead and set yourself up on getting, you know, a corporation or an LLC. Okay. I hope that answer helped you out, Jimmy. We got another question from JD. How does the inspection period work? All right. The inspection period works like this. You find a house from a motivated seller, JD, and you take that house and you go back with your partner, which is your buyer. If your buyer looks at that property and he wants to buy it, he's going to give you an assumed offer for it, contingent upon inspection. That means that he's going to have to go look at that house. So JD, when the buyer looks at the house that day, he's going to go ahead and look at the actual renovation cost of what that home is going to need. And that's going to be your second level of education. So the inspection period involves you following the buyer or the rehab contractor at that house. What are you looking at? I'm looking at the roof. You see the roof has over 7 layers of shingles. It only has supposed to have 1 layer. You know, that's how that inspection period works. That's how you become a master estimator of a house, by following the expert buyer on that property. All right. I hope that helped you out, JD. Come on, give me some questions. I'm here to answer them. All right, guys. Remember, if you're ready to sign up, go to www.wholesalerevolution.com. www.wholesalerevolution.com. Okay. I'm going to kind of wait around a little bit, see if we got any more questions. But if we don't, I'm going to go ahead and end it soon. I don't have to use my broker if I'm a licensed realtor. Is that the question? I don't have to use my broker if I'm a licensed realtor. That's kind of a good question. It's a good option if you want to. I would say you can if you think that broker is a person who specializes in something in a certain niche that may have more IQ than you. Even if you have your license, you may want to leverage the knowledge off that broker. But if you feel like you have your license and you have the wherewithal to be able to find any other sources that you may need, then you do not need that broker. It's a very good question. All right. It says, I live in New York City. How are you able to coach out-of-state students? My concern is that you won't know the nuances of doing business in my city. That is a great, great question. And one of the ways that I'm able to help out-of-state students and accelerate them to success is I help them target and locate the expert buyers in their local market first. TTS Properties. I hope this is helping you. So if they find their local buyers first, what we do is we set appointments up with those local buyers in their local market, and we figure out what their criteria is first. Okay. So if we figure out what their criteria is and we get a large group of zip codes in which they're actively buying in, then me, the coach all the way in Memphis, Tennessee, I'm able to assist the student to help create a much more targeted campaign. Okay. Which is a direct mail campaign. So the postcards will immediately go to the areas where the buyers are buying in. All right. And so when those postcards go out to those areas, I'm able to help the student negotiate the deal because I understand the criteria of what the buyers want in New York City. I hope this helped you out. How do you determine your assignment fee? Very great question. I leverage the knowledge of my buyers, Tavia. If I'm a rookie in the beginning and I have no knowledge about wholesaling, I'm going to leverage the knowledge of my key core buyer. So he who speaks the first number in negotiation deleverages himself. Okay. So if you ask that seller, how much do they want for a property? And they say 60, and you have built and cultivated a genuine relationship with an expert buyer, and he tell you that he can pay 70 for it, assuming the repairs, then you can already see that you're going to make $10,000 out of that deal. So the key is to get the seller to speak first and get the buyer to speak his number first so you can negotiate that deal. And me as your coach will have to mentor and walk you through that process a couple of times through experience so you can understand that. That's how you determine your assignment fee. No, you don't have to. What's your threshold of doing a double close? JD, my threshold is exactly what you put. Sometimes in Memphis, it's 15,000. Jay, how do I deal with the seller that has power of attorney for the actual owner? Is it any different? One of the things that you're going to do, if the seller has a power of attorney for the actual owner, you want to take those contracts, Jay, to the closing attorneys, because what they're going to do, they're going to pull a title and they're going to let you know the legal way of handling that transaction. That's the importance of working with a closing attorney, because we're not realtors. So we handle them the file so we can get the game plan on how we can properly structure ourselves. All right. It says, can I sign a contract with you to sign me up for $0, and I split my first deal with you 50%. This is a real relationship, and you will make more money and have a greater testimony to promote in your business. Man, I currently cannot do that. I have been in business for 8 years. I have students all across America that have actively paid me, and man, some of these people have given me their last, and I can't do that, brother. Sorry about that. Hi, this is from Tristan. Hi, is the process same for the apartment versus a house? Do the method for any? Yes, you can actually wholesale a home with a purchase contract and an assignment, but you may have to utilize an LOI, and you may have to get a POF from your buyer. And a POF is a proof of income from your buyer. Okay, it's a very important statement to get. You need that POF statement. All right. How do I get a closing attorney? You're going to get a closing attorney by building a relationship with your expert buyer and figuring out where that buyer closes his deal. It's that simple. If you find a buyer, you're going to ask them, hey, where do you close all of your deals? And they're going to tell you. So, for example, if they say Summit Title, you take Summit Title, you look at the address, and you go visit them. And you go in their office, and you meet them with enthusiasm. And you say, hey, my name is Jay. I'm a local wholesaler who's just started in this market, and I want to know, how do I position myself to operate as a wholesaler here in this local market? What contract should I use? Do you guys operate with the purchase and assignment? And that's going to lead you to have a very successful relationship with those guys. Yep, POL, proof of funds. That's it. All right, guys, hit me with some more questions before we end this webinar. We're almost at 2 hours. Do you wholesale REOs, bank-owned properties? Yes, I do wholesale REOs, but you will have to have a POF statement to get the list from the bank. Do you know any resources where I can find cash comps? Yes, Realtor.com gives me the most accurate cash comps, and it's free. Do you believe in outing down earnest money with the seller? Yes, I do. I do believe in putting earnest money down with the motivated seller, because it allows that motivated seller to see that you're serious. And half of the time, you won't put the earnest money down, the buyer will. All right. All right, guys, wholesalerevolution.com. Go ahead, log on, $14.97. I'm doing a 48-hour live webinar special. I'm not doing it again. If you guys don't see the value, that's okay. I will keep moving on. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side. And the ones who have signed up, congratulations on making it to the next side. Now I'm about to give you a phone call so we can go ahead and dive in with our game plan. All right. All right, guys, you have a great night. I'll see you soon.